Pulley lets you see the impact of fundraising on your ownership with our modeling feature. You can access the modeling feature by clicking on modeling in the left navigation. So what we're looking at here is a sample company with Billy Sanders and Ann Sanders as the two co-founders. This company has set up an employee equity plan as well as has a first employee with Sandra Owens. They've also raised on a safe of a post-money safe of 1 in 10. So what we can see in the first column is that Billy and Ann both own around 44% of the company. However, one thing to keep in mind is that safes and convertible notes do not technically reflect on the cap table until you raise a Series A or there is an equity event. But because they raised this funding, Forest Capital does own a portion of their company. And what we can see in the second column is how the ownership changes when all the safes and convertible notes that have been issued from this company convert. So in this case, Billy doesn't actually own 44%, but he owns closer to 40%. The employee equity plan doesn't have 10%, but rather 9%, to be able to account for the 10% that Forest Capital has been given. And what we're also able to see is additional modeling. So if we want to be able to model out a demo day fundraising, you can say a demo day investor, and we're going to do a safe, a post money safe, and invest $1 million. And the valuation cap, because the company has been doing well, is now 15 million. So if we model this note, what we're able to see in the third column is how this will affect the ownership across the company. What you can see is that Billy Sanders and Ann Sanders, their ownership is now closer to 37%. The employee equity plan has around 8.3%. Forest Capital still has 10% of the company. The reason being that with a post money safe, investors aren't diluted as additional investors come in. And the demo day investor, when they invested 1 on 15, now owns 6.7% of the company. With Pulley's feature, you can also do additional modeling onto the Series A. That's where you can put in if you raise X amount on a pre-money valuation, the A, this is how much of the company the founders as well as existing stakeholders will still own.